What if Seabrook's biggest secret has been hiding in plain sight all along? What if the world of zombies, werewolves, and aliens is only the beginning? The trailer for Zombies 5 has just dropped, and it reveals a story bigger, darker, and more mysterious than anything we've seen before. The opening moments of the trailer feel different from the colorful, upbeat tone fans know so well. Instead of bright cheer uniforms and catchy music, the trailer opens with a quiet, almost haunting atmosphere. The camera sweeps over Seabrook, but this isn't the same cheerful town anymore. The buildings look worn, the skies seem darker, and there's a heavy tension in the air. It feels like Seabrook is carrying the weight of everything that has happened. The zombie outbreak, the werewolf arrival, the alien landing, and now, something even more dangerous is coming. Zed appears first. He's older now, more confident. But his face shows the burden of being the one who has always tried to keep peace between humans and creatures. His words are serious, warning that the balance is breaking. Addison appears right after, glowing with a light more powerful than ever before. But instead of bringing comfort, her glow feels uncertain, even unstable, like she's struggling to control it. This isn't the Addison we've seen smiling in the middle of chaos. This Addison looks worried, as though she knows her powers are connected to something far bigger than she ever imagined. The trailer cuts quickly to flashes of new creatures. A shadowy figure with glowing eyes is seen watching Seabrook from the distance. The camera lingers on sharp claws scraping against stone, wings stretching against the night sky, and strange symbols carved into the ground. Fans immediately began theorizing, are these vampires? Spirits? Or an ancient force that predates even zombies? Disney hasn't confirmed anything, but the first look makes one thing clear. This is not just another fun school musical adventure. This is war. As the music builds, the trailer shows the characters we've loved through 4 movies, Zed and Addison standing side by side, the werewolves howling in unison, the aliens raising their hands to the stars, and the zombies preparing for battle. But unlike past films, there's no promise that everyone will survive this time. The tone is heavier, more cinematic, almost like a final chapter to the entire saga. It's not just about high school anymore. It's about survival, destiny, and the truth of who Addison really is. The first look ends with a chilling image. Addison standing in the middle of a storm, her eyes glowing brighter than ever, but her voice trembling as she whispers, "They're coming." The screen cuts to black, and the title Zombies 5 appears with a flash of lightning. Fans were left shocked, excited, and terrified all at once. The trailer may have teased monsters and mysteries, but the heart of Zombies 5 still belongs to its cast. And this time, their return feels more powerful than ever, as if every character we've come to know is about to face the biggest test of their lives. Zed is back, and Milo Manheim brings a presence that feels sharper, stronger, and more commanding than ever before. No longer just the cheerful zombie trying to prove himself, Zed now carries the weight of leadership. He isn't the wide-eyed dreamer chasing a football scholarship anymore. He's a protector, a voice of reason, and in many ways, the symbol of hope that Seabrook desperately needs. Every glance, every line he delivers in the trailer suggests that he knows something terrifying is on the horizon, something that could destroy the fragile peace between humans and monsters forever. Beside him, Meg Donnelly's Addison looks both radiant and conflicted. In past films, Addison was the bridge, the girl who connected 2 worlds and believed that everyone could belong. But in Zombies 5, that belief is shaken. Her powers, revealed in the last installment, make her more than just a leader. They make her a target. Addison's return isn't just about romance with Zed or cheerleading competitions anymore. It's about destiny, identity, and a secret that could unravel the entire history of Seabrook. Watching her face light up in the trailer, only for that glow to flicker with fear, tells us that Addison's journey is far from simple. But the trailer doesn't just give us Zed and Addison. The werewolves return, fiercer and more united than ever. Willa, Wyatt, and Winter take their place as protectors of the night. And for the first time, they don't feel like outsiders. They stand shoulder to shoulder with Zed, Addison, and even the humans of Seabrook. Their energy in the trailer suggests that their ancient connection to the moon may hold the key to the new threat approaching. Fans of Willow will notice the way. She steps forward in one shot, her eyes glowing as if ready to challenge whatever comes their way. The werewolves aren't just backup anymore, they're leaders in their own right, and then the aliens. Espen and their people appear once again, their hands reaching for the stars in a scene that feels more cryptic than anything we've seen before. There's a quick shot in the trailer where Espen turns to Addison and says, "The signal has returned." That one line has set off waves of speculation. What signal? Who or what is answering it, and why does Addison look so afraid? The aliens' inclusion in this chapter confirms that the story is no longer bound to Seabrook alone. The danger might come from beyond Earth, or worse, from something ancient that the aliens have been guarding against all this time. Of course, what would zombies be without its beloved side characters? Bonzo, Eliza, and Bree all make quick appearances, each bringing the energy and humor that fans adore. But even they seem more serious in this trailer. Bonzo's wide-eyed expression when he stares at the dark sky suggests that even he feels the danger looming. Eliza, often the tech genius and strategist, is seen frantically working on some kind of device possibly to decode the strange symbols that appear throughout the trailer. And Bree, always the heart of cheer, is shown clutching Addison's hand in one heartbreaking moment, as if bracing for what's to come, and yet Disney knows how to keep secrets. Several quick cuts in the trailer hint at faces we don't recognize, a shadowed figure in a cloak, a voice that whispers, "The end begins where it all started." Could this mean a brand new character is entering the franchise? Or is it someone we've already seen transformed by forces beyond their control? Some fans believe it could be a long-lost ancestor of Addison. Others think it might be a vampire leader, finally revealing themselves after centuries of hiding. The cast of Zombies 5 doesn't just bring back the family we know, it seems to expand the story into places we never imagined. What makes this section of the trailer so gripping is how each returning character feels older, wiser, and more essential. They're not just students in Seabrook anymore. They're warriors, chosen ones, and survivors. Each of them carries scars, some visible, some hidden, but all of them are ready to face what's coming. The chemistry between them is stronger than ever, and fans can sense that Zombies 5 is not just another chapter, but the moment where every character's journey collides. By the time the trailer's cast montage ends, the message is clear: this isn't a story about one hero, it's about all of them. Humans, zombies, werewolves, aliens united against something that threatens everything they've built together. And if the cast's performances in the trailer are anything to go by, they're ready to deliver the most emotional, intense, and unforgettable film of the franchise, asterisk. The trailer doesn't just hint at new monsters and returning heroes, it also gives us the first real confirmation of when the story will unfold. After months of speculation, whispers, and fan theories, Zombies 5 has a release window that changes everything. The moment the title card fades into view, glowing with eerie blue light, a single line appears beneath it, coming 2026. Just 2 words, but they set the entire fandom on fire. 2026 might sound far away, but in the world of Disney franchises, that timing is deliberate. It places Zombies 5 at the heart of a new era for Disney Channel originals and Disney+, marking it not just as another sequel, but as a centerpiece event. For fans, the date feels like both a promise and a challenge, enough time to build anticipation, but also long enough to wonder what exactly Disney is planning behind the scenes. Because if the trailer makes one thing clear, it's that this is not a small production. This is the biggest, most ambitious Zombies film yet. The production details alone tell a story worth following. Insiders report that the cast began filming months before the trailer dropped, with sets larger than anything built for the previous films. Instead of just school gyms and forests, Zombies 5 brings audiences into entirely new worlds. Early glimpses from the trailer show cavernous ruins glowing with ancient symbols, futuristic-looking alien ships hovering above Seabrook, and storm-ravaged landscapes that suggest the story will stretch far beyond the town's borders. The scope feels almost cinematic, like Disney is preparing to close the saga with a finale worthy of the big screen. Even the filming style looks different. The color palette is darker, the lighting more dramatic, and the special effects more polished. Where earlier films leaned into bright neon shades and playful choreography, this one feels like it carries weight. There's a shot of Zed standing on a cliff as lightning cracks across the sky, and it looks more like a superhero film than a Disney Channel musical. That's no accident. Production notes suggest that Disney has brought in new visual effects. Teams ones who previously worked on Marvel and Star Wars projects. If true, Zombies 5 could be the most visually stunning entry in the entire franchise. The release strategy is just as important as the date itself. Unlike the earlier movies, which premiered directly on Disney Channel, Zombies 5 is strongly rumored to launch as a Disney Plus exclusive. This means it won't just be a movie night for kids. It will be a global release, available to millions of fans in every corner of the world at the same time. Imagine fans in New York, London, and Tokyo all pressing play together, flooding social media with reactions. Disney knows that this kind of release turns a film into a worldwide event, and the trailer's 2026 reveal feels designed to build that anticipation step by step, but Disney didn't stop at announcing a date. The trailer's closing seconds hide more than one clue about what's coming next. Some eagle-eyed fans noticed that the 2026 logo flickers for a split second, revealing strange markings behind its symbols that look eerily similar to the runes carved into stone earlier in the trailer. Could Disney be teasing an alternate title card? Or perhaps hinting that the release date itself carries hidden meaning? In a franchise where nothing is accidental, even the way a number glows can spark theories behind the scenes. Interviews with the cast and crew suggest that the timeline is already mapped out. Filming is set to wrap by late 2025, giving the team months of post-production to layer in the effects, the music, and the choreography that fans expect. Some cast members have even hinted that the soundtrack for Zombies 5 will be the biggest yet, featuring collaborations with artists outside of the usual Disney circle. If true, this could mean chart-topping songs that push the film's release far beyond its Disney Plus debut and into mainstream pop culture. Of course, the question every fan wants answered is, will Zombies 5 be the last? The trailer doesn't say. But the release date being so far into the future suggests a finale-level scale. Disney is giving itself time to make this film not just a continuation, but a conclusion, a final act that ties together zombies, werewolves, aliens, and whatever new threat emerges. And while no official word has confirmed it as the end, the way the trailer leans into epic imagery, darker tones, and high-stakes drama makes it hard to imagine what could come after. So when the screen goes black and the words, "Coming 2026," blaze across the trailer, it doesn't just mean a date. It means a promise. A promise that Disney is building something massive, something fans have never seen before in this universe. A promise that when Zombies 5 finally arrives, it won't just be another Friday night premiere, it will be an event, a cultural moment, and possibly the final chapter in one of Disney's most surprising and beloved sagas. The trailer doesn't answer questions, it creates them. And in the world of zombies, unanswered questions always hide the biggest secrets. As soon as the footage dropped, fans across the world began dissecting every frame, every line of dialogue, every flicker of light on screen. Out of this storm of theories, 4 major possibilities have risen to the top, each one more thrilling and more terrifying than the last. The first theory surrounds the mysterious shadowed figure shown watching Seabrook from the cliffs. Their eyes glow, their claws scrape stone, and their voice echoes with the warning, "The end begins where it all started." Many believe this figure could finally introduce vampires to the franchise. It makes sense, after all, zombies, werewolves, and aliens have already claimed their chapters. Vampires have long been a missing piece of Disney's supernatural puzzle, and the gothic tone of the trailer matches them perfectly. Fans point out that the sharp symbols etched into stone resemble ancient vampire runes from folklore, and the fact that the figure only appears at night could confirm it. If true, Seabrook may be about to face its most dangerous creatures, yet immortal beings with centuries of hidden power. The second theory focuses on Addison. ever since Zombies 3 revealed. Her alien heritage, her glowing hair and eyes have become the symbol of the franchise's mystery. But in this trailer, her light flickers, destabilizes, and even seems to crack the ground beneath her. Some fans believe this means Addison's powers are too strong, and she could be losing control. Others suggest something darker, that her glow isn't just power, but a signal. In one quick shot, a spin tells her the signal has returned. Could Addison's very existence be calling something to Earth, something the aliens had been keeping away for centuries? If so, Addison might not just be a hero in Zombies 5, she might be the reason the danger arrives at all. The third theory digs deeper into Seabrook itself. The ruins shown in the trailer, covered in glowing symbols, don't look alien. They look ancient. This has sparked speculation that Seabrook's history is much older and darker than anyone thought. What if the town wasn't just a random setting for zombies, werewolves, and aliens to collide? What if Seabrook was always chosen, a place built on sacred ground where supernatural forces gather? If that's the case, then every event in the past 4 films was leading here. Zombies breaking free, werewolves finding the moonstone, aliens searching for their signal, all of it could be part of a prophecy centered on Seabrook itself. And if that prophecy is coming true, then Zombies 5 might reveal that the entire town was destined to face this final threat. The fourth theory is perhaps the wildest and yet the most exciting. Some fans believe the trailer hints at a multiverse. One frame shows Addison staring at what looks like a mirror or portal, her reflection staring back at her with darker eyes and a crueler smile. Could it be another version of herself? A universe where Addison chose differently, where she became something else entirely. This theory suggests that Zombies 5 may explore alternate realities where humans, zombies, werewolves, and aliens all exist in different forms. If that's true, then the villain of the story might not be vampires or spirits at all. It might be an alternate Addison, one who embraced her power and turned against the very people she was meant to protect. Beyond these theories, fans are buzzing with countless smaller details. The storm clouds forming over Seabrook could mean the arrival of elemental creatures. The strange crystal seen in Eliza's hands could be tied to the moonstone or alien technology, a weapon against the new enemy. The chant whispered in the background of the trailer, low, rhythmic, almost ritualistic, has sparked theories of ancient cults hidden within Seabrook, waiting for the right moment to rise. Every sound, every symbol, every shadow in the trailer feels like a clue. But perhaps the biggest question of all is whether Zombies 5 will end happily. For the first time, the trailer doesn't promise a cheerful resolution. It doesn't show the town singing together or celebrating under fireworks. Instead, it shows Addison whispering, "They're coming," her voice trembling, her glow flickering. The trailer ends not with joy, but with fear. And in that fear lies the possibility that this final chapter could break tradition. Not everyone may make it out alive. Not every love story may survive. Seabrook itself may fall, and yet fans cling to hope. They believe that if any group can stand together against the impossible, it's this one. Humans, zombies, werewolves, aliens, and now perhaps vampires or even darker beings united in the face of destruction. That unity has always been the heart of Zombies. The question is whether it will be enough this time. One thing is certain, Zombies 5 isn't just a movie. It's the culmination of years of storytelling, music, and heart. And the trailer leaves us with the feeling that whatever comes next will change the franchise forever.